Hey guys, it's Mason and welcome back to another YouTube video. I know it's been a long time, literally. I've literally just had so much going on. I've ordered basically new equipment so I can actually have proper videos with proper equipment, like my camera. I've got a camera stand coming, you know, I've got a ring light coming, so just little things that I think is going to help my videos a bit more. So yeah, that's one of the reasons why I haven't uploaded since my first upload, and the second reason was also because like my house is still being refurbed, so I'm still trying to kind of figure out a spot where I can actually do my videos, which is not going to be here. I'm literally on my staircase because everywhere else right now is just a bit, you know, we ain't about to go there. Anyway, yeah, that's literally why. But obviously I did like a poll recently about what videos I should do next, and basically the most requested one was my coming out video. So that's the video I'm going to do today. But before I even start that video, if you could just pause the video, if you could just stop, if you could just minimize the screen, if you decided to make it big, and if you could scroll down, if you could like, subscribe, comment, go and follow me on Instagram at masonblakee, go and follow me on Twitter at masonblakee with 2 E's. And yeah, let's get on with the video. Okay, cool. So I don't actually know where to start with this video. It's a hard video because I don't want to be rude, but obviously in order for me to be honest, I kind of need to share some things that might upset some people. So I guess it's a side that I need to be vulnerable to, but where do I start? So basically I came out properly probably about 2 or 3 years ago. My friends kind of knew, and I came out to like close friends about 4 or 5 years ago at school, like the last year of school. Came out to a few of my friends, but properly like came out to family, came out to my mum was pretty much a year and a half ago, so it's quite fresh and it's quite new. Since then though, it hasn't been rosy, but I feel like let me just start from the beginning because I don't want to confuse anyone. When I came out at school, it wasn't really at school, it was like the last year, it was like the last few months I came out to my friends, but people already knew. I'd get comments at school, basically, gay, or like, just little things like that, just little immature things, and at that point, when you're not out of the closet, those things, you don't really tend to speak up for yourself. You tend to just kind of be like, okay, cool, kind of deny it, and then kind of walk away. So that was basically school life. Like, those boys were just, every gay person probably had those boys that were the same, that, you know, in every school that would make those comments. And obviously I had that, but because I wasn't out at that point, it wasn't really something that I really kind of spoke about. On from that, when I came out, I used to live in Reading, so I used to go to school in Reading, and then I moved to London to kind of study. And when I came to study, kind of like college, uni life is very much different to school life, in the sense that everything's more relaxed and people are more accepting of how you are. So when I came to college, it was kind of just like, oh, everyone is just so open and everyone is just so more accepting. So I naturally became comfortable in myself. I naturally became like, okay, cool, why am I putting on a front? Why am I kind of scared? I kind of experimented in a way, but experimenting helped me get to like where I am now, if that kind of makes sense. So I went to college, I met some friends. Obviously from college I kind of just was basically just like, people ask, I'd just be like, yeah, I'm gay, kind of thing. It would just be a thing, yeah, I'm gay. And from that point really, that's when it started to become more comfortable, like started to become more of a thing. But I never really told my mum until last year, purely because I think most people can relate. If you are black, just putting it out there, if you got a black, especially Caribbean background, being gay and having a gay son, it's not really ideal. It's not something that you want, but you can't really help it. So when I told my mum last year, she wasn't a big fan of it. She didn't really like it. It took a toll on our relationship, and people that know me know that it has strained my relationship with my mum quite a lot because of it. But there's nothing I can do. I don't know how to like get it all out, but yeah, coming out to her, even though for me it was a big thing, and it helped me just put that final nail into the coffin, in the sense that I was now comfortable with myself completely. I was now being true to myself. I was being cool. I was like being completely honest and open. At home, it would take an effect on me. So I think in kind of ways, basically, because of that, I started to go out a lot. So I started to go out with my friends. I started to drink a lot because being at home wasn't a nice environment, because I'd get comments from my mum, like get loads of comments from her, just like little things. I'm not going to go into detail because at the end of the day, I still want to have a certain level of respect for her, but I do want to be honest in the sense that, because there are people that I'm sure are going to relate to what I'm saying, but yeah, I would get comments, even still today. My mum's not happy with it. It's not that she's not happy, I just think she's at a point where she accepts it, but she's trying to accept it in her head. Like, she's trying to kind of get through with it, kind of thing. Like, I've got a little brother as well, and I think she doesn't want anything kind of influencing him, but obviously I tried to explain, like, it's not a choice. Like, it's not a choice to be gay. I don't choose to be on the street and people make comments at me. I don't choose to be, like, I don't choose to have arguments with people because of it. I don't choose to come home and you know, get comments I get at home, because it's not nice. It does take a toll on your everyday life, and I feel like it did and it does. Well, it did take a toll on my life. I think that's why I started to go out. That's why I basically stopped education. I stopped a lot of things, and I basically just went a bit wild for a bit, and that was because I was just trying to figure out what I was doing, figure out who I was. I kind of knew who I was, but because people didn't accept it, it kind of made me feel like I was doing something wrong. And obviously, because I knew I wasn't, it was like I was fighting a losing battle. And for me, the worst part of coming out was with my mum, because she's like the only parent I do have. I don't really have a relationship with my dad, but yeah, when you feel like the person that should be most supportive towards you is most against you, it kind of takes a toll on you. But I feel like this year especially like the beginning of the year, because I came to kind of to terms of just terms of things, it made me stronger. I made new friends, and like before I used to have like, you know, straight friends. I used to have like quite a lot of girl kind of friends, but like recently I've got a lot of kind of gay friends as well who are kind of in my same situation, so it makes it easier to relate to them. They also help you, like, so I think I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful in those ways, because I got an understanding, because I used to have a sort of hatred towards my mum, because I used to think, why do you treat me like this? But then I realised she's probably feeling things as well. Like, it's probably hard, like if you're a parent and your son and like your child tells you that they're gay, even though you shouldn't really accept it, because they can't change who they are. They didn't ask to be that way. That's just how they are. You can't hate someone for being in love. Not even being in love. You can't hate someone for being just themselves. Like, that is just crazy when I think about it. But yeah, I can't really hate her for that. But I feel like I needed to do this video because it kind of gives you an insight on my life, and I feel like I didn't really explain it well. There's so much more to it, but that's kind of a little background of kind of where it comes from, and kind of a little bit about me, to be fair. I feel like I showed a bit of vulnerability, which I tend to. I'm not a person that does show vulnerability. I'm more of a person that keeps on a bold face and pretends that everything's okay, but I need to keep telling myself that it's okay to be vulnerable and it's okay to show your feelings, because other people will relate to you, and other people will be able to just, you know, kind of be like, okay, cool. He's felt a type of way. He's lived a type of way, which I'm relating to, which I'm going through now. And that's all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to dig anyone out or, you know, call anyone out. I'm just trying to give everyone has a coming out story, and a lot of our coming out stories are actually, we all relate to certain things. And I just feel like hopefully what I've said, you know, kind of, if you relate to it, or even if you're going through it now, I hope that you can just, you know, look at my video and just kind of understand that you're not the only one, that we all go through it, and it is actually okay. Like, and one thing before I wrap up my video, like, don't ever feel like you're wrong for being yourself. Don't ever feel like you have to change. If you feel like you have to change in another environment in order to fit in, then that means that environment is not for you, and that means something is wrong in that situation. Love yourself, and you know, be proud of who you are, because if you're not gonna love someone, if you're not gonna love yourself, how in the hell are you gonna expect anyone else to love you? Okay, cool. But yeah, that was just a little coming out video. I'm gonna do another one because I feel like literally there was more that I could talk about, but I feel like with the next one I'm gonna do, I'm gonna like feature a friend or feature someone else who, you know, is LGBT, you know, that can, you know, help me elaborate on what I'm saying a bit, because I feel like it was quite quick and, you know, my mouth is just running. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little video, and I hope you can relate. If you did, you know, give it a little thumbs up, message me, and also go on my social media and request stuff that you want me to do, because, you know, my mind ain't that big, and, you know, I'm starting to run out of ideas, and I've just started YouTube, you know, which ain't good, but, you know, I'm going to keep going. So if you could just help me request some stuff. I'm going to do a lot of vlogging, especially throughout the rest of the year, because I've just ordered my camera, which is on its way. So I'm going to do a lot of vlogging, which is quite fun. And yeah, you know, see where this goes. So yeah, thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and, you know, hope you just learned a little about me, you know. So yeah, have a good day, and I'll see you next week for the next video. Bye.